Hey guys, it's Adam. October just ended and that means it's time for a recap, so let's get started. So for gaming news, my gaming collection didn't grow too much. The only game I've got was Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which released I think on the 20th of October. This is the gold edition, as I have the gold edition for the Kingdom Battle as well. They're a little bit off color from each other, which is a little bit bothering. I don't know why they couldn't use the same shade of gold on each of them, but anyway, we'll have to live with that. And that's about it for my gaming collection. There haven't been any new game releases that I was very interested about, so I didn't buy anything else. And I was also saving up some money, so I didn't buy anything second-hand this month either. Maybe next month we will have something else. But anyways, let's look at how my channel performed this month. So we ended the previous month by starting Rogue Legacy, which is a roguelite action game where you enter a castle trying to find the Fountain of Youth, but that is locked behind the gate right at the start, so you have to kill 4 bosses to unlock that gate to find the last boss and the Fountain of Youth. The 4 bosses are in 4 different zones. The first zone is a classic castle zone, where you are fighting your way through enemies in the castle rooms. The second zone is the forest, where the enemies are more nature themed, and then we have the Maya Tower, which basically houses more mechanical enemies and just harder enemies in general. Then we have the Land of Darkness, that is pretty much a hell area with enemies like the Nightmare and other harder variations of previous enemies. The first few episodes we played were a little bit starting off slow. I didn't realize at first that we need to kill the bosses to unlock that gate, so I was just doing runs, getting stronger and stronger. And as we were adventuring through the castle, we found these journals that are basically telling the story of the game. And one of those journals mentioned that we need to kill bosses to unlock that gate, so that's when I started focusing on that. So I skipped a couple of episodes that I've recorded. I didn't upload all of them because they were just me getting stronger and stronger and it was boring. So after I realized I have to kill bosses, the next episode after that was killing the first boss, and I skipped I think another episode, and then we killed one boss every episode to make it more interesting. And in the next video we actually killed the last boss and finished the game. After which we have started a new legacy, a new game plus mode, where the enemies get even stronger, and we also managed to unlock some new items and new runes. I think it took 2 episodes to finish New Game Plus, at which point we have also started New Game Plus 2. I wasn't sure if it was going to go infinite or not, so I did a little bit of research and realized that after New Game Plus 2 there is really nothing new after that. So we have started New Game Plus 2 and we are going to be finishing it early next month, but after that we are going to put Rogue Legacy to the rest and maybe start Rogue Legacy 2 or some other game as well. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But during New Game Plus 2 we have pretty much unlocked everything. Most of the talent tree was unlocked and we got a pretty new item set as well. I did unlock everything else later on, which you will see in the last episode, but I've also farmed a little bit after the last episode to unlock every last bit of thing that we have available. But I was playing it on the Epic Store version and there was no achievements there, so it was kind of pointless, but I did it anyway. I had fun, I finished the game completely, and it was a good game. We also had another episode of Endless Wave Survival this month. We finished that game multiple times in the previous month, but I wanted to do a deathless run, which I haven't been able to do previously. I actually tried it once and failed. I died, I think on wave 30 or so I had to give it another go, which is the episode that you've seen that I've uploaded. I figured uploading the first episode was kind of pointless because it was a failed attempt. It was an hour and a half of recording, which is kind of painful to just throw away, but then again it would have been a pointless video, honestly, so I might upload it later on just as an extra video, but for now I decided to skip it and just upload the one where we actually finished it. It was a fun ride. We had a little bit of a different build from the Endless Wave Survival runs that we've done previously. This time we were starting straight off with fireballs, and it was an actually insane weapon. I don't know why I didn't realize this before, but fireballs is pretty much the #1 weapon in this game. It has a huge area, it does insane damage. Every single projectile hits multiple enemies. It can be affected by a spell area, which also makes it hit even more enemies. And even that weapon in itself was enough to finish the game. We didn't really need anything else. Obviously, we had to focus on survivability instead of focusing on more weapons. Fireball in itself was more than enough, so we had to just improve our health regeneration, and I think armor as well. Oh no, we didn't use armor, we just used health regeneration and health. Oh, we had shield though. Yeah, we did have shield, which was helpful, but I don't think it was absolutely necessary. Dash was absolutely necessary, and the cooldown reduction as well. Just like with every other run that we did, 100% was absolute necessity in higher levels, especially because it also helps with things like dash and the shield as well. Performance-wise, none of these videos performed real well. The later episodes of Rogue Legacy, the New Game Plus episodes, did have a couple of views, and also the Endless Wave Survival Deathless Run, although not many people watched that all the way to the end. I think some people, when they first saw me do jump cuts in the video, they might have thought that it was probably a fake run, so they might have clicked off right away. I think I should have probably explained it before I do my first jump cut, that I'm going to prove in the end that it is an actual deathless run. So I'm actually thinking about uploading an uncut version, maybe people will like that more, partially as a proof and partially for, well, even more entertainment. Some people might like the uncut version more. In the uncut version I would also remove the camera and my voice. It will be just pure gameplay footage, uncut, and I don't know, maybe people will like that. The first few episodes of Rogue Legacy performed real poorly. Some of the videos have 0 viewers actually, some of them have just 1. But later, as we started killing the last boss, and after that in the New Game Plus runs, we did actually get a couple of views, and our family also grew a little bit. We got 2 new subscribers. Welcome guys. I hope you will find something you like here. But I think with that it's a wrap, so let's talk about what's coming in the next month. So, we are going to start off November, finishing off Rogue Legacy New Game Plus 2. After that, I'm thinking about making a scripted review video. I'm not sure if people will like that, but I guess I should try that. I don't think I have done a review video just yet. Yeah, I haven't done any of that, so I kind of want to try that as well. I will have to write a full script for that, so that might not come right after finishing off the game. I might need some time to actually write the script and do the editing as well. I also have a little bit of a different video coming up, which will be about tips for the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games. That will also be a scripted video with some tips and rules that you can use during gameplay to make the game more exciting and a little bit less easy, because those games are very easy and kind of boring and repetitive nowadays, especially for people like me who have played multiple Pokemon main series games before. So I have a couple of these tips for you guys. I hope you will like them and maybe even use them in your own runs. We are also going to be checking out some indie roguelike games. I have one video coming up with a vertical roguelike game, which I think is very interesting, but also in the first episode I kind of found out that it needs a lot of farming, which I don't think I would want to do, so I might move on into something else rather, maybe even Rogue Legacy 2 finally. Or I have at least one game ready to play that was free on Epic Games that is, I think, more of a Metroidvania than a roguelike, but I think that would also be very interesting, so I might actually try that one instead. Other than that, I don't really have too many plans. I'm running a little bit low on free time, so I think another thing that will happen in November is I might need to reduce the frequency of the videos to just 2 videos per week, if even that. I hope I can keep up at least releasing 2 videos, and hopefully that will also help me release these videos on time, because I was very late with some of these videos. Some of them were released just an hour after what I wanted to do, but some of them were released like 5 or 6 hours later. So hopefully next month I will be able to do at least 2 videos a week, and hopefully I can actually release them on time. And maybe I will have a little bit more free time as well, because this month was a little bit of a struggle in this sense. I didn't really have any free time basically. I spent almost all of my time either working, recording or editing. So I will need a little bit more time to at least just to rest my mind a bit. I think that would also help the quality of the videos. So I'm probably going to go down to just 2 videos a week next month. I might try doing 3, but I don't think it will work. So I won't be trying to push that really. If it works out, great, but it's most likely going to be 2 videos a week, Wednesday and Saturday. So that's about it for this month's recap. Hope you guys found some entertainment on my channel this month, and hopefully you will find some on the next month as well. I wish you guys a happy November, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.